when you experience something like that, or like a life-altering situation, well, everything I touch turns to gold. I don't even know how to explain this, but it does. I didn't get the silence I needed when I needed it. Is this thing on? Oh, it is. Okay. Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is my first video, and thank you so much for being curious enough to press play to see what's going on over here. Welcome to the beautiful side, welcome to the lovely side, and welcome to the relatable side. I wish I could say YouTube was a long time coming, but quite frankly, no. It was never in the books. I never had plans to be a YouTube creator. I created this channel in 2013, if I remember, and I created it just because I think YouTube was just the new sheriff in town and everyone was trying to create like a channel. So I did. Same reason I had High Five and all those other social media channels. But I'm here because, well, interestingly rather, depression brought me to YouTube. And you know, we go through seasons in life, and sometimes when we go through seasons, we don't pay attention through those seasons. We just go through them. You know how they say there's a difference between living and just existing. So sometimes we exist through our seasons. We just go through them. We don't pay attention. And I have been going through my own season, whatever that is. I still don't even understand what season that is, but I've been going through my own season, and I've tried to be intentional and to listen through that season. And all I keep hearing, all I keep feeling, and all I just strongly believe I hear is get on YouTube, get on YouTube. And more specifically, what I hear is go and yap, just go and yap, just go and talk, just go and live, just go and explore, just show who you are, be yourself, express yourself, because I'm very socially awkward. And I feel like I'm in a season where I'm being pulled out of my comfort zone. I don't look people in the eye when I speak to them. So trust me, this feels like I have to look someone in the eye, and it's out of my comfort zone, but I'm just listening to what my spirit says. I've had an experience 7.5 years ago where I felt the same thing. I had the same experience. I was going through a season at the time, and there was just a strong pull for me to go do something that didn't make any sense to me then. And I'm like, okay, why do I keep feeling this thing? Why am I being told, or am I being pushed to go do this thing? But it didn't make any sense, and I just went and I did it anyways. And it has been one of the most beautiful, sensible things I've ever done. It was senseless at the time, but it's been so sensible. Basically, everything just made sense. And so I'm literally on a path of, I guess, obedience, and I'm feeling and experiencing the same thing. So I'm here. I will gradually go into, you know, why I said depression brought me to YouTube. Believe it or not, it did. I know it's going to make sense, just like the other experience I had ended up making sense. So this is going to make sense to me eventually, and to you. I know that they say your first YouTube video is going to be like poor quality, a lot of rambling. You're not going to look in the right lens on your phone or your camera. But at this point in my life, I'm not even looking for perfection. I'm just going with the flow, and I'm just doing what I want to do while being intentional, and also listening to, you know, the silence in the background, just to know if there's anything there for me. So I have been, how did this start? So last year, for about a year now, I think last year, January ending, February beginning, I just experienced something that really shook me and really changed the course of my life temporarily. I haven't really talked about it. And you know, when you experience something like that, or like a life-altering situation, there are people that you go to for comfort. There are people you go to that kind of help you slow down. There are people you go to that, even though you don't necessarily say what the problem is, you just know that they know what to do. So unfortunately for me, those people have, like, I think unintentionally or intentionally, I don't know, but I'll just say unintentionally, made it worse for me. I say unintentionally because I love them so much and I want to believe that they love me too. Does that make sense? So why would you want to worsen a bad situation for me? On the flip side, I am tempted to blame myself because I haven't really come out to say this is the problem or this is what I'm going through. But I have vocalized going through a tough time. And I remember last year, around November or October, November, I told them, I'm like, look, I'm going through, and prior to that, I've been hinting at it and just saying, look, I'm not okay because like my mental health is suffering. I'm going through so much and I don't necessarily need to talk about it, but I am going through so much. I am going through a lot. So the last thing I need is to deal with anyone's shit. Forgive my French. But literally, I just don't want to deal with anyone's problem. I don't want to hear your problem. I don't want to hear your situation. I'm literally a shoulder to cry on for everyone. I'm always there. But at this point, I'm not ready to talk about my problem. So I'm not even sharing that load or that weight with anyone. So the last thing I need is for you to make me cater to you. And I've said this directly and indirectly. I've said this through jokes. I've said this through serious conversations. And I've just tried to make it clear that I'm just not there yet. My mental health is suffering. I have high functioning anxiety. I'm depressed. I'm not okay. And I think just for the mere fact that I haven't said, this is the specific thing I'm going through, no one takes anything I'm saying seriously. I think, the whole mental health is a joke thing is what's playing out right now in my life. Because if you care about someone and you love them so much, you're going to pay attention to them. You're going to give them what they need and meet them where they're at. Right now, I feel like the people I go to for comfort are not meeting me where I'm at. And so I prayed about it. I cried about it. I thought about it. And everything just keeps pulling me here. It's like I need a creative outlet. I need somewhere to go and I need somewhere to, express myself. So even though I'm not always going to be on YouTube talking about being sad and whatever is going on in my life, I'm also just I feel like I'll be able to just share my joys and share my life in a new place and not necessarily with people who just don't understand where I'm at right now, if that makes any sense. So that's why I'm here. And when I tell you depression brought me to YouTube, depression did bring me to YouTube. I have always been, very high functioning, very quick to move, very proactive. And I knew it was bad when my home turned into a trash can. I woke up one day and I'm like, who are you? Like, who exactly are you? Because I don't recognize you. I go to the gym, I work out a lot. And since I came back from my trip last month, I just haven't even unpacked for God knows how long. I haven't unpacked. I haven't done laundry. I haven't done anything. And I'm like, this is bad. And every single time, I just keep, honest, I want to say hearing, but it's not like it's a voice that speaks in my ear. It's just a very strong impression on me. Like, get on YouTube. You need a creative outlet, girl. Like, you need a creative outlet. So go do something that's out of your comfort zone. Go do something that challenges you. Don't keep doing the same thing, complaining to the same people and expecting different results. At this point in time, it feels like everyone is just focused on what they want, and their selfish needs maybe, and they're not, just because they're so blinded by what they want to achieve, how they feel, how much trauma dumping they want to do on you. They find it hard to actually pause and say, wait, this person has been saying this. What's actually going on? I feel like I'm not saying what's going on because I feel like no one cares. Because if I have said something so many times, at least like one person should see what's actually going on. No one has even asked me. So I'm not just going to talk about it. I know it's a season. I know it's going to pass. I know I'll be fine. I'm not sick. Thank God I have my health. I'm not dying either. So, everything else can be fixed. It's just a very interesting time regardless. So I just thought, you know what? I am going to come on YouTube. I actually recorded my first video some days ago, but I wasn't feeling it because I was not happy when I recorded that, and I wouldn't want to come on here with that kind of energy. So I decided to chill. Then earlier today, I recorded another one that was supposed to be my first video, and it felt very aesthetic. Not aesthetic, it felt very scripted. And I'm not trying to do that. I'm not trying to fall for the same aesthetic facade lifestyle of, some other platforms where you can make people believe what you want them to believe. I just want to be myself. Now, if you see me eating caviar at some point, and that's my life, I want to just show my life. If you see me eating amala and ewedu, Nigerian meal, depending on where you're watching from, then that's my life. So I'm not trying to misrepresent who I am or what I stand for. I really just need an outlet. And maybe I will be able to forget about everything going on. So to me, this is therapy and this is self help. I am helping myself and in a very healthy way. I am not self medicating, I'm not doing anything that can harm me. I'm just helping myself through creativity. So that's why I'm on YouTube. And I'm not even talking about my channel to anyone. No one knows about it. Not my mom, not my dad, not my friends, not my closest friends, my best friend, not even my brother, who actually is my best friend. My brother is my best friend, but not him, not my other friends who I'm very close to, not my sisters, and I have two of those, by the way. Not them, not my freaking shadow. No one knows about it. I think when people start a YouTube channel, and again, I mean, it's all part of the social media game, do what works for you. But I just generally feel like when you start a YouTube channel or you start a new business, for example, and you're like, oh, you go on Instagram and you post about it. Follow me here, do this, buy my stuff, subscribe to my channel. And then sometimes the people who follow you or people watch the story and then you're probably there like a hawk watching, oh, this person watched and they didn't purchase, or they watched and they didn't subscribe. I feel like sometimes it puts undue pressure on people and then they're forced to take action where they ordinarily wouldn't. So whatever action is taken, to me, is not a real representation of people who relate to you or are interested in your content. You're going to have one-time watchers who are just going to subscribe and watch one video, watch your first video, and never go back to watch your video. You're going to have those who are going to purchase one item from you because you're putting them under so much pressure, and they will never be repeat customers. I just would rather be organically discovered and organically grow. So I'm not putting it on Twitter. I'm not putting it on Instagram. I'm not sharing my YouTube to Snapchat. It's not anywhere. I might share it in the future. I might share it when I have 500 subscribers. But right now, I just like that it's zen. I like that it's my space. And I like that I'm going to get to meet new people and just interact with them and see what everyone else is up to. I wonder if anyone else is just at a phase in life where they just don't know what next. They just don't know what they're doing. I'm doing stuff. I know what I'm doing, but at the same time, honestly, I don't know what I'm doing. I feel like I've also been put under a lot of pressure because I've been honestly doing the most and doing the best since I was like 16 years old. I have always been that girl. My friends, speak so highly of me. A lot of people look up to me, and I'm just a girl. Honestly, I'm just a girl. I think that's more of it. I am just a girl. And I'm realizing that I've been on autopilot for 7, 8, 9, 10 years. And it's beginning to break me. And then I'm now going through real life situations, but I'm Wonder Woman to everyone. So it's like, I can't even talk about it because people are just going to say, oh, it's you. You're going to bounce back. Oh, it's you. I can already tell what people are going to tell me. And it's going to piss me off. But they will tell me that. I promise you, they will tell me that. So I don't even want to hear it. I don't even want to know. So I rather just, keep it to myself and go through my season, because I'm going to come out of this season like I always do. It's not about saying, oh, you're a superwoman. I know I'm superwoman. I don't need a reminder. You're not going to have anything other than the cliche stuff to tell me, which is fine. But at the same time, I don't need you hounding me with your problems. That is the biggest issue for me right now. And they might get to watch this video in the future. I don't know. And I love them so much. It's not even to spite or make anyone feel bad. It's just I didn't get the silence I needed when I needed it. I was so worked up and I was so stressed by other people's issues. I have terrible insomnia. Like I tell you, I wouldn't go to bed until the sun comes up. So my sleeping clock is like messed up. I've tried, melatonin is like candy to me. Melatonin even keeps me up at this point, I think. I've considered going on it like into like in a sleep study or on a sleep study, whatever it is. I have, it's just so much. So when I tell you, I do not need to know that you broke a nail. I don't even want to know something so little. I just can't. And my mental health is struggling and I need to help myself because I always help myself. So I need to keep doing what I know how to do best. And that's why I'm on YouTube. I am very excited to meet everyone that I'm going to come across. And if you've watched this far, I would love, love, love to be able to trace my first subscriber in the future, because I know that this is going to do well. Everything I touch turns to gold. I don't even know how to explain this, but it does. So this is going to turn to gold at some point. And I would really like to look back and say, oh, I wonder who my first subscriber was, and then go back to this video and find that comment. So if you watch this video, you've come this far, and you do end up subscribing, please just leave a comment and I'm going to pin that comment. Just say, hey, I'm your first subscriber. I really enjoyed your video, or not. I don't know. But just if you do subscribe and you are the first subscriber, please just leave a comment that I will pin so I can always come back to this and always remember to thank you for believing in me when I started. I am very relieved, even right now, just talking into this camera. I'm so happy I didn't do any of the seemingly scripted things I was going to do. I just have my blankie here and pumpkin here, and I'm just chatting away in my living room. I feel good. I'm happy, and I just look forward to see where this is going to go. If you do want to keep up with my content, please subscribe. Let me know a little bit about yourself. I'm Nigerian. I live in America. I was just in Nigeria in December for Dirty December. I wish I had a lot of videos. I would have put up the content. I can't find those videos. I was looking for them. I just can't find them. I barely had any space on my phone, so I couldn't just do the most. But yes, subscribe. Let me know a little bit about yourself, and I look forward to my next video. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.